back to our chemistry class. Today we are going to discuss about classification of mixtures. We know that all solutions are mixtures, but all mixtures do not exhibit the same nature. Let's discuss about homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. In a mixture, the composition of the constituents is same throughout the mixture. It is known as a homogeneous mixture. All solutions are homogeneous mixtures. Sugar solution, salt solution, ornamental gold, etc. are examples of homogeneous mixtures. The components of such mixtures cannot be seen separately with the naked eye. Next is about heterogeneous mixtures. If the components in a mixture are not distributed uniformly, it is known as heterogeneous mixture. Example, a mixture of salt and sand, muddy water, etc. Here, the components can be seen separately with the naked eye. In your textbook, an experiment is given. Take equal amounts of water in 3 separate beakers. Add copper crystals in the first, milk in the second, and chalk powder in the third beaker. Stir them well and keep the beakers undisturbed for some time. You can observe that substance settled down in beaker which contain chalk powder and water. The first beaker contains the true solution, second one contains colloid, and the third contains suspension. Let's discuss about the true solution. In a true solution, particles cannot be separated by filtration. When an intense beam of light passes through the solution, the path of the light is not visible. In a true solution, the particles cannot settle down. Colloids. Particles cannot be separated by filtration in colloids. When an intense beam of light is passed through colloid, the path of the light beam is visible. In a colloid solution, particles cannot settle down. Colloid is a form of mixture which is neither a solution nor a suspension. The size of particles in colloid is too small to be seen by the naked eyes. And about suspension. In a suspension, particles can be separated by filtration. When a beam of light is passed through suspension, it cannot conduct light. In suspension, the particles settle down. The solution of chalk powder and water contain bigger particles. The size of solute particles present in a solution is so small that it cannot be seen with the naked eye. Since these particles are very minute, they cannot scatter a beam of light. Hence, the path of the light beam is not visible. In the case of colloids, the solute particle size is comparatively bigger. Hence, they scatter a beam of light, thus making the path of the beam visible. Particles of suspension are big enough to be seen with the naked eye. So, let's compare the peculiarities of colloids, solutions and suspension. The difference in the properties of a true solution, a colloid and a suspension is due to the different size of their solute particles. The solute particles in a true solution are very small. The solute particles in a colloid are slightly bigger, whereas the solute particle in a suspension are quite big. It is due to the small size of their solute particles that a true solution and a colloid easily pass through the pores of a filter paper, whereas it is because of bigger size of the solute particles of a suspension that they cannot pass through the pores of a filter paper and are retained on the filter paper in the form of a residue. Only the solvent of a suspension passes through the filter paper. So students, here is a picturization when a beam of light passes through solution, colloid and through suspension. My dear students, it's time to wind up our today's session. Today we discussed about the different types of mixture and about solutions. Study it well. See you in the next class. Thank you.